If you've just opened the color page in DaVinci Resolve for the first time, it probably looks a bit overwhelming. This video is a walkthrough of the Resolve color grading page. Just scratching the surface, nothing in depth. Because color grading tools in DaVinci are so professional, they need a separate, long video of their own. Let's open our edit in the color page by clicking on the color tab at the bottom. Before we dive into grading, I want to quickly walk you through the interface so you know where everything is. At the top, you have tabs like Clips, which lets you jump between shots, and Timeline, where you can select clips directly from your sequence. From the drop-down menu, what kind of clips do you want? In the center is your viewer, where you can play and pause the video as you work. On the right, you'll see the node area. Think of them as layers in Photoshop or Premiere Pro that hold your adjustments. On the bottom right, you'll see your scopes. These are visual graphs that show what's happening with your image. Parade scope graph shows 3 basic colors separately. The waveform scope shows brightness. The bottom of the graph represents shadows. The top shows highlights, and the middle is your midtones. The idea is to keep your adjustments within these ranges, without crushing the blacks or blowing out the whites. The middle window at the bottom is of curves. You can adjust colors in real time using them. You can choose various types of curves: custom, hue versus hue, hue versus saturation, and few more. My advice is to play with them to learn before using them. Now, let's look at the main tools mostly used, which are the primary wheels. You'll see 4 of them: Lift, Gamma, Gain, and Offset. Lift controls the shadows, Gamma controls the midtones, and Gain adjusts the highlights. Offset moves the entire image brighter or darker. Here's how they work. If you move the lift wheel, you'll notice the darker areas of your image shift while the rest stays mostly the same. Gain will push the highlights up or down, and Gamma lets you fine-tune the midtones. Use the scopes to check your adjustments so you're not clipping the top or bottom of the graph. Offset is a global adjustment, so it raises or lowers the entire exposure at once. You can also shift the color by dragging the wheel toward a specific tone, like blue for cooler shadows or red for warmer highlights. If you ever make a mistake, just hit the reset arrow to go back. Now let's go to nodes. Every change you make is stored inside a node. You can toggle a node off and on to see the before and after of your adjustments. If you want to separate changes, like adding saturation, you can create a new serial node by right-clicking and selecting Add Node. This way you can keep your work organized and reset one adjustment without losing the rest. You can rename nodes too, so you remember what each one does. On top of the wheels, you'll find other controls like temperature, tint, and contrast. Temperature lets you warm or cool your image, while tint balances the greens and magentas. If you're struggling to set the right white balance, grab the eyedropper tool and click on something that should be white or black in your frame. The software will adjust it for you automatically. If you want to get into effects, open the effects panel at top right and drag something like a Gaussian blur into your node. You can fine-tune it in the inspector. You'll also see window button downs here, which are actually mask. These let you isolate parts of your image so your adjustments only affect a certain area. Let's try circle. Now let's talk about a really useful trick. Once you've created a look you like, you don't need to repeat the process for every clip. Right-click in the viewer, choose Grab Still, and it will save your grade as a preset. You can then apply it to other clips by selecting the clip, right-clicking the preset, and applying grade. You can apply it individually or select multiple clips at once and apply it in bulk. From there, once you're done grading, it's a good idea to go back to the edit or cut page and watch your video through. This way you can make sure everything looks consistent from start to finish. That's the basics of the color page. There's a lot more you can do here, but with what we covered today, you already have the tools to start making your videos look much better. If this video helped you, go ahead and like it and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what problem you'd like me to cover in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.